You know, yesterday, the House Republicans, poor things, public enemy number one, Hunter Biden, spoke out to defend the attacks on his family and make his case about testifying in public rather than behind closed doors. Take a look.
I'm here today to make sure that the House committee's illegitimate investigations of my family do not proceed on distortions, manipulated evidence, and lies. In the depths of my addiction, I was extremely irresponsible with my finances. But to suggest that is grounds for an impeachment inquiry is beyond the absurd. It's shameless. There is no evidence to support the allegations that my father was financially involved in my business because it did not happen.
So when the House Republicans were asked to explain exactly why they were voting to start an impeachment inquiry into the president, they just seemed to have a hard time with this. Take a look.
What is the specific constitutional crime that you're investigating?
Well, we're having an inquiry, so we can do an investigation and control the production of witnesses.
And what is the crime you're investigating?
And documents. High crimes, misdemeanors, and bribery.
What high crime and misdemeanor are you investigating?
Look, I will, once I get time, I will explain what we're looking at.
Once you get time? Did you have about 5 years to check out what you were going to... You know, listen, you can say a lot of things about the Democrats, but they knew what they were going in for.
Yeah.
High crimes and misdemeanors. You couldn't name one. You couldn't even say, well, he's old. That's why we're mad. Yeah. You know, they couldn't name anything. I mean, what the heck?
Because when you are prosecuting a case and you're investigating a case, you're not investigating a person, you're investigating a crime. Yeah. And I think Jamie Raskin, who I love, Representative Jamie Raskin, he was the former prosecutor, and he said, the Biden impeachment investigation isn't a whodunit, it's a what is it? It's like an Agatha Christie novel where the mystery is, what's the crime? And that gets very tedious very fast. And he's absolutely right. It's not the way that you prosecute cases. It's not the way that you investigate cases. And it's just so transparent that this is just political retribution. Well, it's just they're playing politics.
And it feels like to me two things can be true at once. I personally think Hunter Biden should have complied with the congressional subpoena. I also think Jim Jordan, Scott Perry, Mo Brooks, Kevin McCarthy.
Can you say that one more time?
Yeah.
I also think Jim Jordan, Scott Perry, Mo Brooks, and others who were subpoenaed in the January 6th investigation should have complied with congressional subpoenas. They created this precedent that allows him to blow it off. Additionally, I don't.
Well, he didn't blow it off. He says he wants to do it in public because he's concerned.
But their response to that, because I reached out to the Oversight Committee, is essentially that they first always start with a deposition. They would have minority staff there, meaning the Democrats, and then they could go to an open hearing. But all that aside, Hunter Biden, yes, I think he's engaged in corruption. I do think that the charges against him by the Department of Justice are very serious. I have not seen one shred of evidence that it's tied to Joe Biden. That's what it comes down to me. And by the way, someone who's no Joe Biden fan, Steve Ducey on Fox News.
About Hunter Biden, he came in and tried to. The father is about to be impeached because of some crimes he committed. Hunter came and accepted that he was one point that one time he used to be very addicted to drugs, and that led him to do a lot of nasty things. He cheated even on his taxes, which he later paid on. He did a lot of stuff, crimes that he's not proud of, according to him, which, but for them to say because of what he did, they want to impeach the father because of that. They are very wrong and they are not correct. They should better look for something else to want to impeach the father. So he came in, he said he's tired of talking behind closed door. He was going to say now in public. We went ahead, you look at the Republican, they were talking about the impeachment. So they keep asking him, what crime has Biden, what is his crime? The Republican guy didn't even have anything to say. He said, when you remember, he's going to come with it. So actually, they don't even have what they want to impeach President Biden. It is true, the women in the view, you come ahead and talk about that although Hunter, Biden only crime that he has committed is that he's a very lovable father to Hunter. The only crime that Biden has committed is to be Hunter's father, because it's because of Hunter's sin that they are running after Biden. But looking at what Hunter did, it cannot be connected to President Biden. So President Biden is not responsible for his son's crime. His son is man enough to be responsible for his own crime. There is no way that they will link because he was reckless, he was an addict, and then all those happen. The women in the View, they support him and they were with him. Some of them say that most Americans, 15% of Americans are I'm not right with their tax. They are fraudulent with their taxes. And most people use their parents' name, just as Hunter, in a better position to do a lot of stuff, but nobody's coming after them. The only crime, according to them, that Hunter have committed is that Hunter is a son of President Biden. So they were against it, and they were saying that Hunter don't deserve to be treated like that. According to them, President Biden have lost 2 children. So they want Hunter to go back to drug. And when they know that Hunter go back to drug, his father is going to be so hurt to see him going back to drug. Because actually he has lost 2 children. And to see the one that he loved, that is called Hunter, to go back to drug will be something that they want to do. So according to the women in the View, they are pushing it and really want that, according to the Republican, are really trying so hard for Biden, for Hunter Biden to go back in drugs, so that will bring the downfall. The father will be so hurt and affected emotionally. Basically, everybody have their own different point of view talking about it. What do you really think? Are you in support of the fact that President Biden had to be impeached because of what Hunter did? You know, sometimes they say you suffer the sin of your children, or your children will suffer your own sin because you are linked to that person. There are certain things they do that you will pay the price of it. So what do you really think? Do you think that Republicans are saying this because they want Hunter to go back to drug and seeing the father being hurt? Let me see your own suggestion in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please help and subscribe and help share the video. If you really like what you are doing and want to be part of it, you can help and join the membership. It's underneath this video. God bless you.